the Bison, and we're underway, and Jeff wins the tip. Tyler Richardson has got the ball, and he has it in the front court, top of the key between the circles. The Bison are going to start in a man-to-man defense. Munoz with it, top of the key. He hands off to Gamble. Gamble drives the right side of the lane. The shot was blocked down there by Taylor Schoen. The tip-up was no good by the Broncos, and then the Bison come up with a loose ball. Morgan, then he turns it over. Tyler Richardson to Koger in the lane. Koger's shot short. The Bison grab the rebound. So kind of a flurry on the first possession for the Broncos, but they come up scoreless. The Bison player falls down in the front court with the ball, and he turns it over. That was Jordan Breyer. Here come the Broncos. Back up the floor. Richardson with it far sideline. Top of the key to Koger. Inside to Wyatt. Wyatt was fouled from behind by Austin Sims of the Bison. That'll be the first foul of the ball game. It goes against BC. 7:17 to go. Opening quarter. We're scoreless.
Well, already we're starting to see some sloppy play from both sides. Neither team really has control of the ball so far.
Nice inbounds play from Gamble to Wyatt. Wyatt open for an easy layup, and the Broncos lead 2-0.
Very nice setup there for Wyatt, and a nice job of laying the ball in.
Bison basketball. Jordan Breyer with it. In backcourt, up the far sideline into the front court comes Jordan, picked up defensively by Tyler Richardson. Off to Foster, far corner. Foster looks for a screen, drives to the baseline. Foster runs into Wyatt, and we'll get a foul on Shane Wyatt. That'll be the first Bronco foul of the ball game. Foster will step to the line for a couple free throws. So Brad Foster, the free throw shooter for the Bison, he's actually the leading scorer for Benton Central, 14.1 points a ball game. 2-0 Jeff. Foster's free throw is good. And Foster gets the ball for the second one, dribbles for BC, and he puts it in the air, and it is also good. We're tied at 2 with 6:55 to go first quarter here from the Crowley Center. Tyler Richardson breaks the ball into the front court to Gamble, high left wing. Joe on the dribble, gets the screen. Joe comes down the lane, pops a 10-footer and scores. Joe Gamble with his first bucket, 4-2 Jeff, and Paul Joe so very good off the dribble, especially when he can penetrate the lane.
Yeah, that's his specialty right there. He got inside and got some good elevation, and no one was able to get up there and block.
With the ball front court for the Bison, far sideline to Morgan. Morgan sends it cross court. Here's the three ball in the air. It's off the mark by Breyer, rattled off the rim. Morgan tries to save the ball for the Bison, can't do it. Jeff gets it back, leading 4-2, 6:21 to go first quarter.
A good screen there by Benton Central to get the man open for the three-ball shot.
And Richardson looks to the bench to Bunnell to get the play, and here comes Tyler Richardson into the front court. Top of the key to Munoz. Munoz on the dribble, inside to Wyatt. Wyatt turns, puts up a jumper, no. Rebound to Breyer for the Bison. And Breyer is going to bring it into the front court. Off to Foster. Foster top of the key with it. They look to double teaming to the Broncos. Now to Schoen. Inside it goes to Sims. Sims puts up a jumper on the baseline, banks it in on the baseline for 2, and we're tied at 4, 5:50 to go first quarter.
Yeah, nice little fadeaway there.
Front court, far sideline, Koger with it for the Broncos. I believe his first touch of the ball game. Far corner to Gamble. Sends it down low to Wyatt. Wyatt was hacked on his way to the bucket, so Shane will step to the foul line for 2 free throw opportunities to attempt to break a 4-all tie.
Right away, the Broncos are showing they're not afraid to go inside to Wyatt. The Benton Central team, every player that started for them is listed at 6'2" or above, but the Broncos are going straight to Shane Wyatt inside.
Austin Sims just picked up his second personal, and Coach Matt Luce is going to make a substitution as Wyatt misses the first free throw. Derek Wolf will check in for Austin Sims. Derek's a 6'4" senior. Tied at 4 here, first quarter. Wyatt at the line, second free throw in the air. He missed them both. Rebound is grabbed by Derek Wolf of the Bison, and here comes BC. It's Jordan Breyer with the ball. He apparently handles the point guard duties for the Bison. He's in the front court. Now into the far corner, Morgan. Inside it goes. And a shot up off the glass wouldn't quite fall for Brad Foster, and the rebound to the Broncos. Richardson quickly up the floor. Left wing to Munoz. Munoz to Koger, top of the key. Koger pulls up for an 18-footer, banks it in. We've seen some early bank shots in the ball game by both teams. 6-4 Broncos.
Benton Central's immediately come out with a man-to-man defense, and against this quick Broncos offense, I'm not sure if that's what they should be doing here in the first quarter.
So Brad Foster's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Bison. Out high, top of the key to Breyer. Now to Wolf. Wolf with the top of the key, who sends it to Morgan. Morgan guarded closely by Koger, man-to-man defense, left wing to Foster. Foster had it stripped away by Cesar Munoz, and Munoz comes up with a loose ball. Here come the Broncos. Richardson in the front court. Left wing Munoz lets a three fly. No. Rebounded Derek Wolf for BC. And he gets it off to Breyer. Breyer quickly up the floor, and I think he traveled, or we're going to get a foul first here against the Broncos. Looks like a Bronco foul prior to the travel. Tyler Richardson picks up the foul, his first, team second. Jeff leads 6-4, 4:26 to go opening quarter.
On the Bison's last possession, we had a nice steal by Cesar Munoz there, just taking advantage of the unawareness by the Benton Central player.
Breyer with the ball, far sideline for BC, guarded by Tyler Richardson. He gets the screen, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by Morgan. Back to Breyer, top of the key. Breyer on the dribble now. Gets to Foster on the right wing, inside to Wolf. Wolf will not shoot. Back out to Foster. Foster tried to drive, nothing there. Now Wolf again, top of the key with the ball, guarded by Wyant, way out high. And he hands off to Foster on the right wing, guarded by Munoz. 6-4 Jeff. And Foster drives on Munoz, and he put the ball in the hoop, wave it off. We got an offensive foul on BC's Brad Foster. That's his first, team's third.
A little bit theatrics there by Munoz, but he got the charge called.
Jordan Breyer checks out for BC. He's replaced by number 24, Ian Watkins. Here come the Broncos, 2-point lead, 3:50 to go first quarter. Gamble with it. He drives the right side of the lane, and he draws a BC foul here. It's going to go on Brad Foster, his second. So now that Paul, the leading scorer for BC, has two personal fouls with 3:48 to go in the first quarter. And Foster's going to check out, replaced by Tyler Schlettenhofer. Gamble inbounding baseline left into Munoz. He drives the baseline. His shot hit the side of the backboard. Might have been partially deflected. Deflected out by BC. The Broncos will keep it.
Yeah, it looked like Taylor Schoen got a hand on that one.
Gamble to inbound again on the baseline into Koger. Near corner, launches a three ball. It's short. Rebound to Wolf for the Bison. Bronco 3 tonight on the shots early. Watkins with the ball for the Bison. He brings it into the front court. To Wolf, far corner. Wolf on the dribble, back to Watkins. 6-4 Jeff. Now Wolf again, far corner. Wolf will drive the baseline, get to the bucket. He'll lay it in for an easy two. Good drive there by Derek Wolf, and we're tied at 6. Broncos quickly back up the floor. Munoz with the top of the key. He shoots a long three. It's no good. And now Shane Wyant got caught over the back for a personal foul, and that's Shane's second personal. And so once again, we see Shane Wyant in early foul trouble here tonight, Paul.
Yeah, and again, on the other end of the floor, Shane allowed himself to be lured into the air outside of the three-point range. I'm not sure why he was trying to go for the block on the three-pointer.
Now Shane checks out, going to be replaced by the senior Jordan Oakley. Though full court pressure by the Broncos, they get a steal. Munoz feeds Richardson. He gets a jumper to fall at the foul line. Tyler Richardson with his first two, and the Broncos lead by 2, 8-6. And Coach Matt Luce is going to take a timeout here for Benton Central, 32nd timeout, with his club down 8-6. 3 sorted out a little bit, but the Broncos suddenly threw on him here.
Yeah, you're right. The Broncos.
Again, if you're just joining us, both teams played last night. Jeff blew out Fountain Central 90-48. BC lost a close one to Seeger, 56-54. And Breyer was trapped in the front court, and here's another Jeff steal. Nice steal there by Richardson. And Munoz drives the baseline and scores. Caesar with his first two, and Jeff extends to a 4-point lead, 10-6.
He looked like he had a shot for the three, but drove in and got the layup.
Watkins in backcourt for the Bison. Gets it to Schoen. Schoen comes straight down the lane. He runs into a body and draws a blocking foul. Blocking foul will be called, I believe, on Jordan Oakley. That'll be his first personal.
Well, that certainly is one way to break full court press. He just took that one down all the way down the floor and went in for straight for the layup.
14th foul against Jeff. The line is Taylor Schoen. His first free throw is good. Taylor averages 13 points a ball game. That's his first point there. 10-7, Jeff on top. Taylor's second free throw in the air. Rolled in, almost spun out, but then fell in. 10-8, Jeff. Here come the Broncos. Richardson finds Gamble in the front court. Gamble wants to penetrate the lane. Draws a double team in the lane. Gets the shot up anyway, and then draws a foul. So Joel throws. defense collapsed down on him in the lane, but he still found a way to draw a foul.
Yeah, again, that's one of the things that Joe likes to do best, is get inside, get up in the air, and either draw the foul or be able to put the shot up and in.
Ian Watkins called for the foul, his first, team's 5th against BC. Joe's first free throw is good. He's got 3. Jeff leads 11-8, 2:29 to go in the first quarter here at the Crowley Center. Campbell dribbles at the line for the second one. It's in the air, and he got them both. Jeff by 4. They stay in full court pressure. Taylor Schoen inbounding in backcourt. And he throws it right to Koger. Koger feeds Gamble in the lane. Gamble missed the shot. Rebound tipped up a couple times by the Broncos. Now we've got somebody on the end line, the officials say. And it's a Bison ball player. Watkins stepped on the end line for BC, so the net result there will be a Bison turnover there, 6, and the Broncos will keep the ball. Gamble inbounds to Oakley. Back to Gamble, far corner, 15-footer off the mark. Rebound to the Bison's Jordan Breyer. Breyer has the ball front court. Down low to Schoen, baseline right, guarded by Munoz. Schoen backs it out to the corner. Now he picks up his dribble. He needs help. Munoz all over him. Ball is loose, and it's still loose. It's going to go out of bounds far sideline. Last touch by the Bison. I believe it was Tyler Suttonhofer who touched it out of bounds. That's the 7th BC turnover. We're going to get another Benton Central substitution here. Number 15, Aaron Hawkins, comes into the ball game, replacing Derek Wolf. And number 30, Kyle Morgan, comes back into the ball game, replacing Ian Watkins. 12-8, Jeff. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And Tyler brings the ball up the floor, finds Joe Gamble top of the key. Off to Munoz. He pulls up for an 18-footer left wing and got it. Cesar Munoz with the bucket. He's got 4, 14-8, Jeff.
Good feed by Joe Gamble, as it looked like he was about to run in the lane.
On the other end, bearing a jumper is Kyle Morgan on the wing. His first bucket, 14-10, Jeff. Jeff having trouble with the ball in the front court, but Munoz drives the baseline, then throws up a wild shot, rebound of the Bison. Here they come. Quickly up the floor, it's Breyer with it, top of the key. He gets a screen, then he's double-teamed to Schoen. Had the ball taken away by Munoz. Munoz drives to the other end on Breyer and draws a blocking foul. That'll be Jordan Breyer's first personal, and Caesar will go to the line for a couple free throw opportunities.
BC faithful thought that was a charge, but a foul called on Breyer there.
Jeff by 4, 14-10, 1:17 left in the first quarter. The Bison, a bunch of turnovers here in the first quarter, already 8 of them. Munoz's first free throw in the air is good. Caesar has 5 points in the first quarter. And Jeff's going to make a substitution. Here momentarily, Casey Smith's going to come into the ballgame. Looks like he's going to come in for the shooter if Munoz can make the free throw. Munoz's second free throw is good, so Casey Smith will come in, replacing Munoz. And I know Coach Bunnell, Paul, was very happy with the way his bench players performed last night with 32 points combined.
Yeah, they did.
And the Bison facing full court pressure. In backcourt is Slutenhofer. He got the pass back from Breyer. Slutenhofer finds Hawkins on the baseline. Back to Slutenhofer. Now Breyer again top the key, guarded closely by Gamble. Slutenhofer tries an inside pass taken away by Oakley. Oakley in the front court. He lost the ball. Now we're going to have a mad scramble for the basketball. And the Bison grab it and call a timeout. Good alert play by Taylor Schoen, and he will save the ball for the Bison, a 30-second timeout. The hustle there, ball by the Bison ends up for them. Schoen inbounds to Breyer. And Breyer will be able to take the ball up the floor uncontested. Gamble will pick him up the half-court line. Breyer to the right wing. Now bounces down low to Schoen. Schoen's double team. Back to Breyer on the right wing. He launches a three. Got it. Jordan Breyer with his first bucket. The lead is down to 3 for Jeff, 16-13. Up the floor, Koger fires a corner three, and he answers with his own 3. He's got 5, 19-13 Jeff. Broncos pushed it up the floor, looked to score quickly, and they did there. They hit a 3. Schoen with the ball. He's trapped in the front court to Slutenhofer. Far corner it goes to Morgan. Down low it went to Hawkins. Back to Slutenhofer. He's in the lane. Now Morgan with it again. And the ball goes out of bounds here on the near sideline. Touched out by Joe Gamble with 11 in the quarter. Jordan Breyer will inbound in front of the Bronco bench. 19-13, Jeff leading by 6. Breyer having trouble getting it in, gets it into Hawkins way out high. Hawkins with the ball on the dribble, 6 seconds to go. Now Breyer with 4 seconds to go. Breyer to the far sideline, launches with 2 seconds to go, missed the shot. And the first quarter has come to a conclusion here at the Crowley Center. And the Broncos lead Benton Central by 6, 19, F92.
Red defender, thank goodness.
Second quarter action, the Benton Central Bison inbound the ball, moving left to right. And they face a 6-point deficit as they start the second quarter. Ian Watkins with the ball in the front court. And he's picked up defensively by Brandon Williams, who comes into the ballgame for the first time to start the quarter. Nice drive by Watkins, and he puts it in for 2. His first points of the ballgame, 19-15, Jeff on top. Williams with it to Koger, far sideline, top of the key to Munoz. Munoz tries to drive, nothing there. Now Gamble launches a 3, far sideline, no. Loose ball. And let's see who knocked it out of bounds. Jeff did. Jordan Oakley knocked it out. Back to BC.
But good hustle being shown there by Oakley as he was scrambling to get that loose ball.
Joe Gamble, Cesar Munoz, Brandon Williams, Blaine Koger, and Joe Gamble on the floor to start the second quarter for the Broncos. Taylor Schoen dribbles it into the front court. Now to Watkins. Watkins traveled with the ball. There's the whistle. And that's the 10th turnover against the Bison.
The Bison playing sloppily, and they must get the feeling that, Jeff must get the feeling that this lead could be much bigger than it currently is. It's a 4-point lead right now.
I think you're absolutely right. 19-15 is the score. Jeff on top. Again, they've never trailed, but the Bison hanging tough here early in the ball game. Brandon Williams brings the ball into the front court. He crosses the half-court line, picked up by Watkins. Now to Munoz. Munoz finds Gamble top of the key, far sideline to Williams. Williams, top of the key to Munoz. Munoz spins in the lane, swings it to Gamble. Gamble, baseline left. Feeds Oakley in wide open in the lane, and Oakley is fouled hard by the Bison. Jordan will step to the line for a couple free throws.
Nice awareness there by Joe Gamble to get the ball to Oakley, who drew the foul in the lane.
Taylor Schoen picked up the foul, his first, team foul number 7 against the Bison. A 1-and-1 for the remainder of the half. As Oakley makes the first of 2 free throws. Jordan, that's his first point. Jordan, I believe, had 14 points last night off the bench in a good effort. 20-16 is the Jeff lead. And Oakley makes the pair. He got the roll on the second. 21-16. Full court pressure by the Broncos. Shown in backcourt to Foster. Foster still in the backcourt. He swings it into the front court. Pass is broken up by Jeff, and here's another Jeff steal. Williams with it. Pulls up. 18-footer left wing. It's short. Rebound, though, to Joe Gamble. He drives the baseline. His reverse layup is good. Joe Gamble with 6, and Jeff leads now by its largest lead, 23-15.
Nice job by Joe. He got the ball on the near side of the baseline, ran under the basket, and laid it in reverse.
Here come the Bison. They break the full court pressure this time. Austin Sims with it in the front court. Out high to Watkins, far sideline. He looks to the coach for a call. Watkins guarded by Williams. Far corner to Foster. Foster wants to drive inside. Swings it to Schoen, near corner, who launches a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Jeff Williams. Long baseball pass ahead to Koger. Koger will lay it in for an easy 2. Koger with 7, and the Broncos build a 10-point lead, 25-15. And BC's going to take a full timeout with Coach Matt. We'll step away for 1 minute. You're listening to Bronco basketball on Jeff 9.
They really need to get something going here.
No inbound and backcourt will the Bison against full court pressure. Foster inbounds. He gets it into Morgan. Back to Foster, deep in the backcourt. He throws it away. Koger gets the loose ball. He feeds Gamble, and Gamble scores. Gamble with 8, 27-15 Jeff. BC's having all kinds of trouble against full court pressure. They're going to have to call a timeout. Or actually, they're going to call 5 seconds. They're going to say 5-second violation. So the Bison turn it over again. They've got 13 turnovers now in the first half.
Yeah, this Broncos full court pressure defense is really starting to get to the Benton Central Bison here. They need to find an answer for it really quickly here.
Taylor Schoen back into the Bison lineup, replacing Derek Wolf. Gamble inbounding baseline right underneath his own bucket into Koger. Back to Gamble on the baseline. And Gamble had his shot blocked. Rebound is tipped, and Joe came up with a loose ball, but Gamble stepped on the inline. Out back over to the Bison. 5:47 to go before halftime. 27-15 Jeff. Bison basketball. Breyer in backcourt to Foster. He's triple teamed in the backcourt. He'll dribble it into the front court. Stopped at the foul line, and he's called for a double dribble. The Bison already with 14 turnovers. 5:39 to go here in the second quarter. Brandon Williams now across the half-court line for the Broncos. Jeff enjoying a 12-point lead. Williams looking at the defense right now. And the Bison, Paul, I think, have switched into a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they have here. They haven't found an answer in the man-to-man defense. Now they're going to go to the 2-3 zone, as you say.
Far sideline, Williams with it. Far corner, Munoz. He's going to shoot a three. Got it. Caesar now with 9, his first three-pointer, and Jeff leads 30-15.
Jeff still going with the full court pressure.
They stay in it, and the pass is deflected by the Bison. Bison get it back. Schoen with it. Now he throws a pass right into the Bronco bench for the Bison's 15th turnover.
The Broncos are going to continue to stay in this full court pressure until the Benton Central can show that they can break this defense. They really haven't shown that they have the ability to do that.
15-point Bronco lead. They'll try to extend here. Gamble with it. Top of the key. Gamble driving. Right side of the lane, kind of slipped. He gets the shot up anyway. Wouldn't fall. Rebound to Sims for the Bison. And now they find Schoen front court. Schoen had it knocked away from behind by Gamble out of bounds. And even when it appears the Bronco defense is beaten, Paul, they managed to recover like they did there by Joe Gamble.
Yeah, Gamble looked like he was beaten coming down the floor, but great acceleration and managed to get a hand on that and knock it out of bounds.
And we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play here. And Jordan Oakley's going to pick up a foul on the inbound pass by the Bison. That'll be Jordan's second personal, team's 5th.
Yeah, kind of a silly foul there, away from the ball. Oakley raised his hand. He knows that he got whistled for that foul.
Coach Brunell's going to bring Shane Wyatt back in, replacing Jordan Oakley. Foster's inbounding, far corner to Breyer. Good catch by Breyer. Now Foster with it, down low to Schoen on Gamble, puts it up and in. Taylor Schoen has 4, 30-17. Jeff is the score. Williams top of the key between the circles for the Broncos. Man-to-man defense now by the Bison. Left wing to Koger. Down low on the baseline to Wyatt. Wyatt, and he turned it over. Bison get a steal. And they'll come back up the floor here with Breyer. Breyer kind of double team. Now far corner it goes. There's his jumper. An 18-footer is missed there by Morgan. We got a rebound by the Bison, and the Broncos pick up a foul. That'll be their 16th foul. Joe Gamble, the guilty party, first. Brad Foster inbound baseline left. Brad, the leading scorer on the season for the BC with 14.1. He's only got 2 points so far in the ball game. Inbounds pass to Sims. Down low underneath to Breyer. He lays it in for 2. Breyer with 5. 30-19 Jeff. And the Bison have put together a little bit of a rally here. Koger with it front court. Far sideline to Williams. Now top of the key to Munoz. Munoz comes down the lane, swings it in the corner to Koger for a 3 try. It's no good. Rebound to Breyer for BC. Breyer brings it up the floor. Guarded by Williams. He gets the screen to the far sideline, goes Breyer. Now down the baseline. Runs into traffic. A wild shot. Wyatt grabbed the rebound, but he nearly threw it away. A great save by Munoz. The ball still loose. And then the Bison get a steal, but they throw it away right back to the Broncos. And the Bison had a great opportunity there, Paul, but they got a little bit in a hurry, and they turned it back over. Yeah, a lot like the opening couple minutes. The ball going every which way, and neither team seems to be able to get a handle on the ball. Benton Central with 16 turnovers, the Broncos with 5. Jeff basketball leading 30-19. Williams with the front court. He had his pass batted, and finally the Bison get a steal. Schoen with it in the lane, spins on Gamble, and draws a foul. Taylor Schoen will go to the line for a couple free throws here for Benton Central. Yeah, Schoen came down there into the lane, tried to spin around Gamble. Looked like Gamble had his feet set, but no charge as Schoen spun there and tried to get the shot up. Gamble's second personal foul. Team there before halftime with Jeff on top by 11, 30-19. They'll take on Avon at 7:30. And then the following night, a county rivalry game for the Broncos back here at the Crowley Center. They'll take on the West Lafayette Red Devils for a 7:30 start. And again, 2 weekends in a row of double game weekends. Taylor Schoen got the roll on his first of 2 free throws. Taylor has 5 points. And the Jeff lead is 10, 30-20. Taylor's second free throw is also made. Broncos inbound. And we've got Tyler Richardson back in the ball game. He replaced Brandon Williams. Front court, Koger, skip pass. Near corner, Munoz won't shoot. He drives inside. His shot way off the mark. Wyatt got the rebound, but his tough putback was off the mark. Rebound to BC. Ian Watkins with the ball for BC. He's checked back in. Watkins with it front court, guarded by Richardson. Watkins to the baseline, double team. Watkins in trouble, down low on the baseline to Schoen. Cross-court pass. Morgan fires a 15-footer, wouldn't fall. Sims grabbed the offensive board for the Bison. He takes a tough shot in the baseline and scores. He had two Jeff defenders draped all around him, and he put it in for two anyway. That's Austin Sims' first bucket. He's got 4. 30-23 now is the Jeff lead, and Coach Bunnell's going to take a full timeout.
That I played soccer for myself.
First half, and what was once a 15-point Bronco lead has been cut down to 7. Jeff with the ball. They start with a 3 ball by Cesar Munoz, and Cesar hits it. Cesar with 12. 33-23 is Jeff's lead now.
Just as Benton Central looked to be creeping back in this, a great shot by Cesar Munoz.
Watkins with it front court for BC. Far sideline to Morgan. Tries to force a pass down low on the baseline to Schoen. Deflected out by the Broncos. The Bison will keep it, facing a 10-point deficit.
Shane Wyatt knocked that ball out. He's done well on defense. The last trip down by Benton Central, he was about as close to his defender as he could be without a foul, but somehow Austin Sims managed to put the ball over him and drop it in.
Watkins with the ball for the Bison front court. He bounces to Schoen far sideline. Schoen's back out high again to Watkins. The Broncos try to double team Watkins. Watkins in trouble to Sims in the lane. Sims to Morgan and then back to Watkins far sideline. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Watkins double team. Step through the double team. Got it to Schoen. Schoen drives inside. Tough shot. No. Rebound is tipped. Still loose. Schoen got the loose ball. Rebound for the Bison. Back out high to Watkins. Watkins guarded closely by Tyler Richardson. Watkins lost the ball. Here's a steal by Richardson. Richardson bounces down low to Koger, who lays it in for 2. Koger now with 9 points, and Jeff leads 35-23.
Good defensive pressure by Tyler Richardson, and finally Watkins cracked and turned the ball over.
Foster with the ball, front court for the Bison. He tries to drive down the lane. Dishes down by Schoen, couldn't finish, and got his own rebound, then he's fouled. So Taylor will go to the line for a 1-and-1, as that's Jeff's 8th team foul.
And nice athleticism being shown underneath there by Schoen. He took the ball in there, put the ball up, got his own rebound, and then was fouled as he got that rebound.
Third foul on Shane Wyatt. He'll check out, replaced by DeAndre Robinson, who comes in for his first action. And Taylor Schoen makes the first of 2. Actually, it was a 1-and-1, so he'll get the bonus. And Taylor's brother, I talked about his brother Blake in the pregame, helped lead the Bison to a semi-state appearance here a few years back at the Crawley Center, which they lost. Was very much like Taylor, very athletic. Seemed like he was always around the ball, and seemed like he always found a way to slap a loose ball away or come up with a loose ball.
Taylor Schoen's only a sophomore, but already he does look like a talented player.
35-25 is the Jeff lead as we approach a minute to go here in the first half. Gamble with a behind-the-back dribble. He turned it over. Here come the Bison. Morgan with it. Down low to Watkins. Watkins going to pull it back out. He's in trouble far corner, and he got it to Wolf. To Morgan, back to Wolf, far sideline. 46 seconds to go. Wolf guarded by Robinson. Top of the key now to Watkins. Watkins bounces down low to a wide-open Morgan. He missed the wide-open layup, and the Broncos grab the rebound. Richardson with it. Baseline to Robinson. Missed the jumper with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Rebound to the Bison. And Taylor Schoen with it. Taylor will dribble it into the front court. Schoen off to Breyer with 18 seconds to go in the quarter. BC down by 10. Down low to Schoen. Baseline right. He turns on Gamble, and he's called for a charge. He put the ball in the basket, but wave it off. And Taylor Schoen has picked up his second personal foul.
Just as we mentioned his athleticism, he does get called for the charge right there.
Casey Smith comes back into the Bronco lineup, replacing DeAndre Robinson. 13.9 to go on the clock here in the second quarter. Jeff leading 35-25. They inbound in backcourt, and Gamble's going to bring the ball up the floor. Gamble with 6 seconds to go, may go one-on-one. Gamble, top of the key, feeds a wide-open player down low. It's Richardson. He Koger launches a shot at the buzzer, but the officials say no. It would not have counted even if it would have went in. Our halftime score, Lafayette Jeff 35.
Attention parents and coaches. Kids are
So the Broncos going to try and hold on here in the second half and win their border war here against Benton Central. Broncos will start the second half with the ball, moving left to right on your radio dial or computer screen. And original starting five, Wyatt down there. Baseline right, had his shot blocked. Rebound to Taylor Schoen for the Bison. So it's Cesar Munoz, Shane Wyatt, Tyler Richardson, Joe Gamble, and Blaine Koger on the floor for Lafayette Jeff as they lead 35-25 to start the second half. Foster with it, left wing front court for the Bison. To Sims, now down low to Schoen. He turned on Gamble, puts it up off the glass, and scores. Schoen with 10. He only averages 13, so he's right now ahead of pace, 35-27 Jeff. Front court, Munoz with it right wing. Top of the key to Richardson. Far sideline to Gamble. The Bison are in a man-to-man defense. Richardson with it. Back to Gamble. Gamble at the foul line. Takes the foul line jumper. A little strong. Rebound to the Bison. Breyer grabbed it. Ahead to Morgan. Back to Breyer, top of the key. The Broncos are showing a man-to-man defense. Now Morgan with it again, left wing. Morgan finds Foster, top of the key, and then far sideline to Breyer. Inside, baseline right to Sims against Wyatt. Sims turns and gives it off to Breyer. Breyer drives the lane, and we've got a foul against the Broncos. Bison will take it out of bounds. Tyler Richardson with his second personal, first team foul against the Broncos in the half. Jordan Oakley will check in, replacing Shane Wyatt.
Ironically, Breyer would have had free throw opportunities if he had put that ball up, and instead he passed it off, and the Bison will inbound now.
6:46 to go third quarter, 35-27 Jeff. Breyer with it, sends it left wing to Foster. Foster guarded by Munoz. Munoz gives it back to Breyer, picked up defensively by Tyler Richardson. Then Foster again with it left wing. Foster wants to dribble to his right, and he's going to draw a foul. Joe Gamble just picked up his third personal. He's the second Bronco with 3 personals. The other one is Shane Wyatt, and immediately Casey Smith gets off the Bronco bench, and he'll replace Joe Gamble in the lineup.
And Joe Gamble, that's his third foul, and Shane Wyatt already has 3 fouls. Both of them are now sitting on the bench.
Breyer inbounding, far sideline into Foster, and right back to Breyer. Double team comes, and top of the key to Schoen. Schoen back to Breyer, far sideline. There's the double team again. Now Foster with the far corner. He drives the baseline, and he draws a foul. So the Broncos have picked up 3 personal fouls on this trip by the Benton Central Bison. Cesar Munoz picks up his first personal.
That's certainly not what Coach Bunnell wants here. Bison are certainly within range. They're only down by 8 points here.
6:16 to go in the third quarter. Foster inbound to Morgan on the far sideline. Smith, the defensive assignment. And it's Breyer with it. He drives the lane, hangs in the air, and draws a foul. Koger is going to get called on this foul, and this time Breyer will go to the line for free throws. First foul on Blaine Koger. So, all right, the Bison draw 4 personal fouls against the Broncos on this possession. Jordan Breyer at the line with 5 points. His first free throw is good. 35-28 is the Jeff lead. The Bison get the first 3 points of the second half and make it 4 as Breyer makes a pair. 35-29 Broncos. Tyler Richardson brings it up the floor. Tyler dribbling at the top of the key off to Munoz between the circle. Cesar wants to drive, sends it far corner to Smith. Smith back to Richardson, top of the key, guarded there by Breyer. Richardson sends it to Munoz. Munoz at the foul line, and he is fouled. I think Jordan Breyer picked up the foul. That's going to be the call. That's Jordan's second personal. Team foul number 1 against the Bison in the second half.
Now Breyer came up on Munoz as he was coming across the top of the key. As he was trying to get a pass off, he reached in and got called for the foul.
And it looks like Casey Smith's going to trigger the inbounds pass, far sideline. Gets it into Tyler in the backcourt. Richardson will bring it back into the front court. Right wing to Koger. To Munoz. Munoz sends it far corner to Smith. He's going to shoot a 3. It's no good. Rebound to Foster for the Bison. BC down by 6. Here they come. Breyer brings it into the front court. Stops on the left wing, brings it back out to Morgan right wing. Morgan to the baseline, double team. Now to Foster. He launches a 3-ball. Brad Foster with his first field goal of the game. He's got 5. It's a 3-point lead for Jeff, 35-32, and that has the BC faithful to our left up and cheering.
Jeff's 10-point halftime lead has quickly disintegrated. Now they're only up by 3 measly points.
Front court, far corner, Smith won't shoot. In the lane to Oakley. Back to Smith, far corner. He'll fire a 3. No good. Rebound out to Munoz. Munoz puts it back up. No. Oakley a rebound. And Oakley is too strong on the layup attempt. And the BC Bison grabbed the rebound. 2 chances at layups for the Broncos. Couldn't convert. Here's a 3-ball. Foster, good. And the Bison have just tied it on back-to-back threes by Brad Foster at 35.
2 chances for the Broncos for layups. Both of them unsuccessful, and the Bison come back to make the 3 to tie.
Koger with the ball, front court for the Bison to Smith. Baseline left. A jumper buried by Tyler Richardson. A big bucket there. Tyler with 4. Broncos take the lead back 37-35, and Coach Brunel gets a quick timeout. It's a 30-second at Life Insurance and Unity Healthcare, so...
It's easy. Just look for one that's accredited by the American Animal Hospital Association, or AHA. AHA's stringent evaluation process covers patient care, client service, and medical protocols. AHA's nearly 3,000 hospitals in the U.S. and Canada meet these extensive standards and pass regular reviews. To find an AHA-accredited hospital, visit healthypet.com.
Back here at the Crawley Center, here's a steal by the Broncos. Williams missed a shot at the foul line. Oakley grabbed the rebound and had it knocked out of bounds by the Bison. Benton Central with 19 turnovers. BC makes the substitution. Derek Wolf checks back in, replacing Austin Sims. Gamble inbounds, far corner to Munoz. Jeff by 2. Munoz double team, top of the key to Williams. Tries to send it down low. His pass deflected, and then to Koger in the corner. He fires a 3. It's short. Rebound to Morgan for the Bison. And the Bison have been hot from three-point land of late. If they hit a 3 on this trip, they'll have their first lead. Morgan with it front court. Far corner to Wolf. He drives the baseline. He's double team, puts up a shot. We've got a whistle and a traveling violation called against Derek Wolf, and the Bison now have 20 turnovers in the ball game.
Wolf motored past Jordan Oakley there. Looked like he had an open lane to the basket, but he was called for the travel right there.
Brandon Williams with the ball front court for Jeff. 3:46 to go. 2. Gamble pulls up on the right wing for a 12-footer, and he hits it for 2. Joe Gamble into double figures with 10. The Jeff lead is 4. Here's that full court pressure, and the Broncos are going to pick up a foul, though. That'll be their 15th foul of the half. Blaine Koger will be called for his second personal.
Actually, that's Cesar Munoz called for that one, but
you're right, yes, Cesar.
The Broncos had been employing success with that full court pressure and had not been getting called for the foul in the first half. That was one of the keys to the success of that defense.
That's Caesar's second. Here's the full court pressure. Foster in backcourt, and he took an extra step. That's a traveling violation. 21st Benton Central turnover.
So the Broncos still continue to utilize the full court pressure.
Shane Wyatt checks back in for Jeff, replacing Jordan Oakley. And Joe Gamble is going to inbound in front of the Bronco bench here with Jeff up by 4, 39-35. He gets it into Brandon Williams, top of the key between the circles. Now right wing to Koger, back to Williams. Far sideline to Munoz. Bison are back into a zone defense now. Far sideline, Munoz fires a quick 3. No good. Rebound is tipped up, and an over-the-back foul has just been called on Shane Wyatt, and that's his 4th personal foul. Coach Brunel goes right back to his bench. He's going to bring the senior Jordan Oakley back into the lineup to replace Wyatt.
And Wyatt had just come in to replace Oakley. Got that foul, and now he'll be on the bench for a good portion, if not all, of the rest of this third quarter.
That'd probably be the case. 3:21 left in the quarter. We're going to get a foul on Jeff's Joe Gamble at the half-court line as he fouled Jordan Breyer. Gamble's 4th personal as well, and Coach Brunel's going to make a substitution here. He'll bring Casey Smith in for Joe Gamble, and now with 3:17 left in the third quarter, the Bison will shoot free throws on every foul for the rest of the game. A 1-and-1 coming here momentarily from Jordan Breyer.
The Broncos now have 17 fouls. The Benton Central Bison have 1.
Breyer 2 for 2 from the foul line tonight. His free throw is missed. Rebound to Brandon Williams. Williams quickly up the floor to Koger near corner. Back to Williams, top of the key. Now to Munoz. Munoz bounces near corner Koger. He lets the 3 fly. Got it! Blaine Koger has 12 points in the ball game. His second made 3. 42-35 is the Jeff lead. Here's that full court pressure. Morgan in backcourt for BC to Double team deep in the backcourt. He needs help. He swings it into the front court to Breyer. Breyer drives the left side of the lane, runs into Oakley and draws a foul. Jordan Oakley picks up his third personal. Teams 8. Jordan Breyer back to the line for another 1-and-1. He missed the front end of a 1-and-1 just a few moments ago.
Jeff's most athletic players right now are in foul trouble. Shane Wine with 4, Joe Gamble with 4, and now Jordan Oakley picks up his third foul.
Breyer dribbles to the line for the Bison. Free throw good. He'll get the bonus.